Today's question: how are you getting new eyeballs out there? Today, I want to hear from you. I want to hear everything you're doing, tools, techniques, everything. Let's have a party. And before that, there is this. The bot signal has appeared in the sky. Ladies, gentlemen, and every coordinate in between. Welcome to the Bot Signal. My name is RJ Redden. Entrepreneurs hire me to skyrocket their marketing because most feel like they're shouting into a black hole online. They can't get traction to save their lives. Many just sound like a carbon copy of everybody else. So, I create epic engagement experiences that get people to click that button, connect with you, and convert like crazy. Bottom line, if you want your business to soar, better take the woman in the cape. Hey, everybody. So here it is. I want to talk to you about, first of all, a lot of people want to call it generating new leads, which is fine. I mean, it's a little old school, but all right. What's your open rate, all of those types of things. And those are marketing figures that a lot of people use. But I'm talking about I want to refer to it in a different way. And here's why. Is because we forget that those leads are humans. We do. And digital marketing, the way that we do it only serves to make that problem of forgetting that we're talking to human beings tends to make that problem a little worse. We're focused on our click-through rate. We're focused on our open rate. We're focused on all of these facts and these figures. These facts and figures, they give us an idea of where we're going, where we're at, where we'd like to go. They're great as signposts, but they ain't the whole road. They're just not. There's so much more to finding the right people, engaging with them, interacting with them, and drawing them closer into our circle. There's so much more to that. And the first step for me, anyway, the first step for me is just to remember these are human beings. They're human beings with wants and needs and stuff going on, and maybe they had breakfast and maybe they didn't. I mean, there's a whole lot going on inside people's heads these days. And I want to respect that. I want to catch their attention the right way. And I want to draw them closer into my circle. That's what I want to do. So, question for you today: how are you getting new eyeballs to you? How are you getting new people to notice you? How is this happening for you? So throw it in the comments for me. I'll give you a few things that I do kind of while we're waiting. And all of this has an eye toward interactivity, and all of it has an eye toward engagement. There's no for me, there's not a lot of value in just getting a name on my list. There's a whole lot of value, however, in, figuring out who people are. Who are the people I want? What do they want? Where are they at right now? Not physically necessarily. But for me, one of the ways that I get new eyeballs a lot of times is speaking. I've got a coach, Jane Empowers. She is a nut burger and the craziest woman I know, and I just love her so very much. And she's taught me everything that I know about not being entertaining. That came before. I've always had that. She's taught me everything that I know about how to make how to help somebody make an informed decision, yes or no, about whether they want you or not. How to sell without feeling sleazy at all. And so a lot of course, what I know today is due to her. But I do get a lot of people through speaking. Now, you may think that I mean a live stage. Yes, when those are available. But also, virtual stages work just fine for me, everybody. Also, Clubhouse. I just get to go speak there. I get to go speak there anytime I want. I have a show there now every day at 10:30 when I go from here. I go from here to there, and it's a little bit different of a presentation, but it causes connection, discussion, conversation, interaction. That's what I want. I want people to interact with me because if you choose to interact with me, you've pretty much already accepted it ain't going to be your normal interaction. Also, you're not going to be shocked if I show up to the first meeting with a cape on. You're just not. This is who I am. This is who I am the whole way through. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where we are in the process. I don't suddenly put on a polo, everybody. This is me. This is me for client service as well. So for the one way that I've been focusing on completely lately is getting out there and sharing some of myself, sharing some of what I believe. I was on a Clubhouse the other night. This was Friday night. It's a regular thing. And sometimes I get invited to kind of share with some folks. And they asked me, they have it's kind of a round robin question type of a deal. And they asked me, uh, ClickFunnels, is it the hero of the entrepreneur or is it the villain of the entrepreneur? And I think you know which one I would answer. But and my answer made quite a splash, it seemed. It ruffled at least one person's feathers. A lot of people agreed with me, and it was very interesting discussion, I thought. And after that, I pinged some people who seem like they're like-minded people, and I'm gonna schedule some meetings with them. That's what I'm gonna do. Uh, these things are because that to me that's what Clubhouse is for. Find the interesting people. It's not about I'm gonna get a following. Followings are great, but what I'm really gonna get is an opportunity to meet another human being. As many as I can meet, as many as I can meet, and as much as I can do. I do the same thing on LinkedIn. I do the same thing with Synapse, which is a networking group that I'm a part of. It is unlike any other networking group you've ever joined before. It's a great group, but I do the same thing there. I go to the meetings. I give I do my part of the meeting, and then I schedule things with other people after the meeting. I get them into a conversation. I have as many conversations as I can possibly have every week. Now, I don't, as I think we've talked about on the show, I don't pack my schedule with meeting after meeting after meeting. When I do that, I tend not to. I tend not to get things done that I tell people I'm going to do, and that's not acceptable. So, I do tend to have to, my days aren't packed with meetings. I do tend to take breaks in there. However, it's one of the most important things that I do. It's one of the most important things that I do. So getting new eyeballs, number one, means getting out there in a genuine way. Now, when things open back up again, there's going to be more options. There's going to be more options for people, both in person and out. But for me, uh, I need to be among the people. I need to be among the people for a certain percentage of my marketing efforts. So other things that I do, and again, if you've just shown up here, pop something that you're doing to get new eyeballs in the comments. One of the things that I also do to get new eyeballs, of course, is interactive type freebies. I've begun the process of taking the old freebies that I've had before, and kind of phasing them out a little bit as the first freebie. Now I can still keep my old freebies because they're valid, right? I mean, they're valid stuff. Gotta love them, but it's not my first step out anymore into the universe. And what I'm talking about is talking about replacing those with interactive freebies. So instead of a PDF, or a fact sheet, or God forbid, a white paper. Instead of issuing something that is, going to be a whole lot of reading, which I know my people just aren't going to want to. They're not going to want to do that. Um, I instead of just the standard PDF, electronic document of some kind, what I like to do is make that first interaction with me something interactive. A lot of times it is a bot. A lot of times it's an interactive conversation with a bot. And so what that leads to all sorts of things, my friends. It allows me to qualify people in or out. It allows me to figure out where people are, what they value, so that I can give them something of value as fast as I can. It allows me to do so many more things than just giving something away. Something that could have some value to the person, but they might not choose to even read or participate in. And I'm talking about stuff like, hey, I've got a free Facebook group. Go ahead and join it. Free Facebook groups used to be where it was at. It was there. Oh my God, that's where the party was. Now, not so much. You know how things change sometimes. But I still do give away all of those free things. They are valuable. They are worth it. But the thing that is of most value to me is how people answer certain questions. That's the thing of most value to me. So that's what I tend to lead with. And just in case you're not super familiar, interactive freebies are things like quizzes, contests, giveaways, uh, bots. Let's see, quiz contact. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, 5-day challenges. Whoa, those are fantastic, darling. A lot of work, but they are fantastic, and people too absolutely love them. Basically, any time where you are asking that other person not just to give me your name and email so that I can spam you for the rest of your life and call it marketing. No, it's not what we do here. No, I ask for, hey, what do you think about this? Would you like to do this? I ask all sorts of questions, and people end up giving me those answers. Giving me those answers. And honestly, if you can't follow a bot run, excuse me, darlings. If you're not willing to, push a few buttons on a bot run that I have made fun for you already, then you might not be my client right this moment. You might have other things that you need to do that are more pressing, and I get it, and I'm with you, and it's okay because I'll be here when you need me. So those are a few of the ways that I get new eyeballs. There are in-person ways to do so. There are digital ways to do so. For me, when I'm able to share, be a little vulnerable sometimes of who I am, what I believe, and what it is that I do, that's the best stuff. That seems to draw in the most people. Now, there are some things that kind of work continually online to bring in new people as well. Those things are quite fun, mostly the giveaways, because those have a tendency to get passed around to several people. That's kind of a cool thing. So do keep that in mind too. That does generate a certain part of my contacts, my brand new contacts and things like that. So keep those things in mind. For me, this is something that if you have the time and the space, it's okay to design this. It's okay to walk through that, looking at what your potential client might be able to, what would they want to see? What problems might they have? What issues might they be facing right this minute? And walk in their shoes for a bit. See what kind of journey you can offer them. Really, really. It's a 2020 has caused an awful lot of crap things to happen, but also there's a whole lot of good coming. There's a whole lot of good coming. One of them is this. You don't have to listen anymore to anybody who makes you feel just a little bit sleazy inside when you think of selling. You don't have to do that. Why? Because most of the people out there who have made their millions made them before 2020. Everything changed in 2020. It just did. Some of the big things we noticed, some of the little things are just coming out right now. But so many things changed in 2020. We had to change right along with them. What does that mean? The old method, now collecting Social Security older. I should say older. Yes, I will. Anyway, so yeah, people are gonna say I made $5 million in 5 minutes, and now you can too. They're all gonna point at their Lamborghinis and their watches and their girlfriends that they've just paid to take some pictures with. There's all that going on. You don't have to listen to a bit of it, because did those people really make their money during 2020? No, probably before. And if it was in the before times, then we need to pay attention to what's happening right now. And because it's a blank slate, now you can just whip out a magic wand, start creating a journey for your clients, and then make it happen, Grasshopper. If you need any help, I think you know who to call by now, but if you don't, that is okay. I'm having an event March 11th. Yes, March 11th. Having an event. Come on along. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's called Skyrocket Your Engagement, and it is just pretty darn fabulous. We have a lot of fun there, and we're gonna teach you the 3 ninja secrets of engagement marketing. So come on by. It's a free event, by the way. It's free, and the link is in the comments if you missed it, or it's in the description. I don't know. Depends on where you're watching me from, darlings. Anyway, this has been a super cool Monday edition of the Bot Signal. I hope that whatever you are, wherever you are, and whatever you're doing today, you're doing your best. I hope that this is a start of a brand new, awesome, crazy good week for you, because it already has been for me. You're the greatest audience ever. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you in a bot.